Good morning. Everything's set up. I am not dead like I was yesterday. It's an improvement. Yeah, the day before, we had lost air conditioning. So I got maybe 3.5 hours of sleep. Was not the best streaming experience. But what I did do when I got home was try out one of these. And hard mode dungeons are really cool. I thought they would just be kind of like the Mythic Plus version of dungeons, and they're really not. It actually creates a new story for the dungeon, along with updated mechanics and a whole new layout. It's really cool. So, we're going to do some of those today. Dr. Barra, buy the onion. I was hoping that you'd come by. Got a message from an old friend of mine. Needs your help for an important task, he says. It's highly confidential business, so I can't give you his name. Let's just say he's well known in Limsa. Odds are you'll recognize him. Any road. I'm not at liberty to divulge anymore. If you mind to take on the task, head over to Limsa and seek out a bloke named Denston. It's not my friend, mind you, but one of his men. We're gonna do all these one at a time. Sorry, I was gonna post something real quick. Alright. We gotta go up. They made a lot of really cool stuff. So I imagine once they get done with A Realm Reborn, they're like, hey, we had all these ideas we couldn't fit in to the crunch. Where? We had all these ideas we couldn't fit in because we were under such a time crunch. And then, like, after they finish the story, like, now we can do our cool ideas. Oh, there you are. What's up, Denston? Dr. Barr, are you? The chief will be pleased that you came. Oh, it's time of the essence, so we'll get straight to business. During your travels, you might as well. You might be, as you heard, tell of Mistbeard, the legendary pirate. Hells, I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard of the bloke. He ain't a soul of Limsa, don't know of his exploits. Never a ship on the five seas was safe from Mistbeard's grasp, not even the Golden Fleet of Ul'dah. But one day, at the height of his notoriety, the man vanished without a trace while sailing the Ratano. Since then, rumors spread that Mistbeard left behind a treasure trove of plunder. Folk believe it's somewhere out there just waiting to be plucked like a ripe fruit. Your task pertains to the treasure. I'll take over from here, Dunstan. Chief! Greetings, my friend. It's been a while since you sent the Black Wolf to the Seventh Hell. Before I begin, let me make clear I do not request your aid in my capacity as a Storm Marshal. Nay, the matter is purely private. With the detail established, I shall continue Dunstan's tale. For a time, folk had lost interest in Mistbeard's cache. Such was its elusiveness, but the recent developments have treasure hunters across the realm stirring anew. South of Ilbrand, upon the Ratano Sea, there lie the Kildelas. Along with the fringes of these remote islands, there is an expanse of water into which few ships dare venture. Nature has conspired to perpetually shroud the area in heavy mist, and man can hardly see his own hand in front of him. Be it by accident or intent, countless vessels have entered the mist, never to be seen again. Over the years, some few survivors have washed ashore with tales of an island hidden within, which appeared without warning to smash their ships into flotsam. So it was that the legend of the Hullbreaker Isle was born. In the wake of the calamity, however, it came to be that the mist would lift under certain conditions. And as luck would have it, on one such day, a merchantman mistakenly sailed straight into the sea. The ship eventually came upon a deserted isle, where it made an astonishing discovery: the ARR, Mistbeard's own flagship, lying broken within a cove. Though he yearned to explore the wreck, the captain wisely chose to return to familiar waters before the mist could regather. Upon returning to Limsa, he forbade his crew from revealing the discovery to a single soul, but word inevitably spread, as is often the way of such things. Even as we speak, treasure hunters are scrambling to find a way to the legendary Hullburger Isle, that they might claim Mistbeard's cache. I would have you get there before they do, Jack, and retrieve a single object from the ARR, a golden coffer bearing Mistbeard's crest. The chief would do the job himself, but he's being storm-marshaled to select to attract unwanted attention. That's why he wants you to go in instead. So as long as you bring back what he asked for, you're welcome to keep whatever else you find. Though I make my request off the record, I must impress upon you that matter is of grave import to our nation's future. I shall be praying for your success. Luke says no. Care to elaborate, Luke? Now, no doubt you're wondering how you're to get to the isle. There. Got a ship moored at the Morbay dry docks. Meet me there when your preparations are in order, and I'll ferry you over. Let's do it. I was planning on just continuing with the story today, but last night I was dead. That was the day that I got 3 hours of sleep, and I'm like, I'm just gonna log on, see what these hard mode things are. What is this? Sometimes, Google Fiber. Alright, we seem to be back. It's weird. It's like the best service I've ever had in terms of internet. But since I started streaming, occasionally, I just decide to go down for a second. Island sanctuaries. Okay, no, I know what this is. I've been told. This is kind of an abandoned system. So, we're not going to bother with it. Alright, let me double check that I'm actually back here. Show the preview. Alright. We seem to be back. It's so strange. It's just like a hiccup in service. And it's not just Final Fantasy. So it's not their servers. It's like the stream goes down for a second. just a second, never longer than that. And now we're back up at 3,000 kilobytes a second. But the bright side is when this happened a few times, it would calm down. So it happened like 2 or 3 times, then it would be good. So I'm hoping that's the case here. So there was another disconnection there, but it kept me in the queue. Alright, we're not going to join the dungeon yet, because I don't want to mess with people trying to play the game. So I'm going to just give it a sec. Yep, there we go. Fourth time's the charm. I haven't called them yet. Google, that is. Google, that is. Customer service. So I'm not sure what the... I'm gonna give it a sec to settle. Hopefully everything works. I just ran another ad. Thank you, Twitch. Alright. Again, when it happened before, it was all in rapid succession. Sorry, just give me 1 second. I'm just making sure everything is up and running. I think we're good. Again, I didn't want to join a dungeon if my Google Fiber was going to hiccup again. Zero drop frames, we're at 3000 kbps. Okay. Should be good. Thank you for sticking around through that, but fortunately I have no control over it. I'm running a hard line for my fiber too, like I'm running cable across the house so I can not deal with Wi-Fi problems. Oh well. Everything in order. Let's get you over to the Hellbreaker Isle before it's a swarm of scavengers. Look at us there in one piece, never you fear. I've been keeping an eye on the weather. I know exactly when the mist will clear up. When you arrive, make your way to the wreck of the Har. Miss Spirits coffer. Bound to be somewhere inside. I don't even know if this is a hard mode dungeon. As for how you're supposed to get back afterwards, I'm sure you'll figure something out. The resourceful adventurer that you are. We're waiting for you in Limsa. Oh, that's just a whole new dungeon. Nice. Very cool. I thought this was a hard mode, but just one I haven't done. Because I do want to see all the content. I'm not going to chase collectibles at level 50, because that would take forever. But I want to see the work they put into the game. What can I do while I'm waiting? Do some MSQ while we're waiting. Because I haven't told my viewers that the MSQ goes... Hello? What is this? The MSQ does go pretty long before you get to Heaven's Ward. Yes, I am Addiston. One ever listening to the Shroud. Pray tell, why have you sought me out? Oh, is this hard mode? I think this is Extreme Garuda. Your comment Lauren's urging. Good heavens, the elementals smile upon me, sending one of the brave souls who smote the cultists within Amberbor Keep. Well met, my friend. I am here at Ron Senna's behest to investigate the keep. You are here because of my findings. Terrible things fester within those ruins, and someone must destroy them. Yes, even though the lambs of Dalamud and their dealings with the Void Scent plague us no longer. The fell presence hanging over the place, grows stronger by the day. Wood Whalers ventured into the keep to find the cause. Their reports were chilling. Someone has completed the cultist rituals and summoned the most ghastly of Void Scent. Over them reigns a leader, peerless in might and malice. You must fell this Void Scent lord, and so dispel the foulness hanging over the ruins. Maxine guards the gates of Amberbor Keep, and I shall alert her. Yeah, I can speak. To your coming. Now go, my friend, and may the elementals guide you to victory. Okay, that's hard mode. Amberbor Keep. That's an actual, like, base mode is hard. As opposed to the other base modes, which are not that difficult. Or even the hard modes for, like, Titan and Ifrit. Yep, this is the one we queued for, we couldn't get. That's what we'll do. We'll go open that up. So we can open up all the hard mode dungeons while we're waiting. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this guy. Achievement exchange. Let's see what we can get. Summon a behemoth. That's kind of cool. Designed for flying chocobos. Let's grab that. Got that. That's it for now. This Q is lying to me. And I'm a tank. Usually that means fast Qs. What's up, buddy? Ah, my friend, it is good to see you again. How I wish I could greet you with more joyful tidings. I trust you've heard the rumors. Yes, I fear they are true. And then some. Oh, however shall I begin? After you released my lady from her torment, a deed of bravery and kindness that I will remember till the very last of my days, I paid visit at the Wood Whalers and told the tale in all its tragedy, that the guardians of the Twelveswood might know the truth. The Whalers did not doubt my words. They insisted on a thorough investigation of the manor. Without witnessing my lady's remains for themselves, I was told, they could hardly vouch for my citizenry's safety. Prudent judgment, I thought, and I did not argue. It was what happened next that confounded everyone, myself most of all. A contingent of Wood Whalers was dispatched to the manor, and I personally escorted them in. This would be the last I saw of them, for nary a one returned. Minutes turned to hours, and before long, night surrounded the silent manor. 'Twas then the screams began, ungodly, heart-ending screams that shall be burned in my memory forevermore. Against my better reasoning, I mustered the courage to peer inside. Oh, how I wish I had not. From what peered back, friend, was someone, nay, something. For that which I saw surely possessed no soul like you or I. That has no right to exist in our world. The Whalers have dispatched another contingent to investigate the manor. The fools. Did they not see? They have writ their own death sentence. I cannot save them, but you, friend, you may succeed where I so miserably failed. I implore you. Pray come to our aid once more. This is really cool. It, continues the story of the dungeon. So while you're leveling, you do the dungeon, you see the story, play through it, finish it, feel great. But that doesn't end there. The writers went back and continued the story, like, alright, what happens after you do that? And you get to go back and do it again, and see the changes. It's a way cooler system than Mythic Plus. I don't know if they continue this later, but for right now, it's really cool. Alright. I don't want to open all of them, because I want to remember the story before I do them. If I just open all, it'll be all jumbled in my head. So I'll wait till I get into the Hullbreaker Isle. And we'll continue the MSQ. The last stream, we killed the Moogle guy. Through adorably my ears, good King Moogle Mog the 12th, may his magnificent virtue serve as an example to us all, has fallen. All Moogle-kind owns you at that, Kupo. Since Rhea wishes to congratulate you as well, I shall let you two speak without fear of interruption. So, the bravery and service of the Twelveswood and her Moogles shall not be forgotten, Jack. My sister will doubtless wish to hear the tale of this great victory from the mouth of the man responsible. Pray return to Lotustan and treat her to a full account of the day's events. But the details are yet fresh in your mind. This average wait time is a lie. Random great music. Whoops. This way. Alright, I'm gonna double check stream real quick. Make sure everything's good. Huh. Sorry, I'm sitting here for a second.